Well, boys and girls, this week on the show, we're going to be chasing giant black bears through the pines of Virginia. Jump a bear, run him with some hounds, get in front of him on the ground, and shoot him with the 308.
Oh, man. This bear hunting with dogs is something else, man.
We can't kill the bear, Charles. He's always ahead of us. It's like he's reading our minds.
I throw the gun up, put it right on the bear's skull. He's charging down at us. But after Colton changed his underwear, we proceeded to chase the bear down the next logging wall.
Big bear! Big bear, chase me!
So we're hoofing it down this road, and I start catching glimpses of black. In a fraction of a second, I throw the 308 up, get my sight picture lined up on his vitals, and squeeze that trigger. I smacked him, dude. I knew right away that I smoked this bear, and I was on cloud nine, dude. I was so excited. Mostly because I didn't have to run anymore. I mean, this was a behemoth Virginia black bear. It could not have worked out better.
Well, I'm mean as gravel, I'm poor as dirt, and I like things better the way they were. Well, I'm strong in the head, but I get things done. I spend too much money to have a little fun. Come on. I ain't changing, I'm a stubborn man. So can you love me like I am? Can you love me, baby, like I am? Yeah.
Well, boys and girls, this week on the show, we're going to be chasing giant black bears through the pines of Virginia. And when you're hosting a show about an apex predator like Ursus americanus, one thing comes to your mind. What cool movie lines from bear movies am I going to get to say this week? Excuse me, bear. If you've been raised on Disney movies, bears might seem cute and cuddly, but that couldn't be further from the truth at times. Yes, they might be rolling around and kind of cute looking in the wild, but they're an apex predator. These suckers can run over 30 miles an hour. They got a mouthful of teeth and paws full of claws. My first black bear with a bow was up in Canada. I had a cameraman that couldn't make the trip, couldn't find anybody to replace him, so I had my dad come up there and I gave him a crash course in filming, and he filmed my first black bear kill with a bow and arrow. I put it right in the pump station to my first bear because it ran a grand total of about 4 yards. We had a great time up in Canada, got to spend some time with my dad, and we got a really cool bear kill on video. Now, my first Virginia bear kill was also with a bow, and that was only a couple years ago on our new piece of property over here. We had actually stayed behind because I had a trail camera picture of this big old bear, and I knew it was in the area, and I wanted to hunt just one more day before we headed out to a deer hunt in Wyoming. But he got in there and he got real spooky. Then he proceeded to eat the GoPro, so maybe it wasn't even our scent that bothered him, but he knew something wasn't right and he was getting out of Dodge. So as he was trying to get away, I had been at full draw with this bear quartering to me for like 2 minutes or something. He pauses for just a second and I touch off a shot.
Yeah, I rushed my shot, but I might have got that femoral artery.
Whether I just pulled it a little bit or he walked through the shot some, it hit him back, but it was able to quarter up in the vitals enough to kill this bear. But we did leave him overnight. That was a big sleepless night for me, and we went back the next day and got him. You know, it's always a challenge and it's fun hunting bears with the Hoyt. But today, I'm gonna be doing something I've never done before, which is hunt him with a rifle. Jump a bear, run him with some hounds, get in front of him on the ground, and shoot him with the 308. First thing we had to do on this hunt was go dial in the new Red Arrow Weapons 308. All right, so we're getting ready for the bear hunt. I'm gonna try to get it done with the Hoyt, but the guy said it's gonna be difficult, so we're bringing the rifle just as a backup. So I've got the Red Arrow Weapons 308. We're gonna make sure it's dialed in real quick before we head off on the bear hunt in a couple weeks. You know, it's really important, especially in the AR-10 platform, to get the right ammunition. Some ammo is going to shoot better than others. For me, True Velocity shot the best out of everything I shot this year. I will say the stuff is expensive, but in my experience so far, it's been worth it because it is super stupid accurate out of everything I've shot it out of. It can get squirrely out there. When you got a pack of hounds running a big old bear that doesn't want to be run anymore, and your job is to get in front of him where he's trying to go, his only exit route is what you want to cut off. It can get down to just you and him. So that's why it's good to have your trusty 308 with you. When something's unnatural, you can just tell. That's why I use full-range hanging systems to give all my mounts that natural look, like God intended.
I'll have the spaghetti and meatballs. Not the balls. I'll have, take a check, please.
SKB cases protect all your hunting gear.
And they're also good for splitting firewood.
Olympic training! How about a little taekwondo? Joe Rogan.
Yeah, how about we taekwondo don't?
Now, my buddy Brian and his son Thomas are no stranger to killing all kind of critters, and bears are no different. They've got a plethora of bears in their area, and Thomas was lucky enough to connect on one with the crossbow earlier in the season. This bear, I don't know what it was. They said he was around 300 and some pounds. He looked like he was about 1,000 when he stepped out in this field. I mean, to tell you, I was fired up. When I got this footage, Brian sent it to me on my phone, and he's like, hey, this is Thomas's bear that he killed, and we've got a couple other bigger ones that we're gonna try to get on. I was like, bigger than that one? So we met up with Brian and Thomas that morning, got us a little breakfast, and then we headed over to meet the rest of the guys in the hunt club and make a plan for the day. On this hunt, I'm just a monkey on a gun. I'm just a trigger man. All I gotta do is make a good shot when I get an opportunity. Everybody else, the facilitators, the guys involved in this hunt, the guys raising the dogs, making the drives, everybody's involved in it, and they are the most important part. I just have to not screw up when the moment of truth comes.
Shoots everything and then decides.
I'm excited, man. Are you excited? I'm fired up. I can't wait to hit the dogs run, huh? We're gonna kill one, but I just want to hear dogs run right now.
I can take Scott in with it.
So my man Bobby that we met that day is the one that's in charge of the dogs. He's got a pack of dogs that are amazing bear dogs from what I've heard, and he takes care of them, he trains them, and this is the side of it that he loves. And that's what's cool about it. Like I said, it's a big team effort. And I guess Bobby's like the captain of the team.
We're starting to hit some dogs right now. They're trying to get the bears straightened out. Turned loose a while ago, and we've been kind of waiting. Been making the drive, trying to get on some scent.
So we're waiting around at Jeremy's house, and I'm kind of like, what are we doing here? Like, shouldn't we be out on the stand or hunting or doing something? And I'm kind of getting like, I'm ready to go, you know? And if I'd have known what I was in for, I would have hydrated the night before, and I'd have worn my Nike tennis shoes. But we finally get the call, they're on a good bear, and we better hustle.
He's just walking. It's just going to be I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a big bear.
Yeah, slide down it. You go in after me.
Listen.
Did you hear that?
So Colton's standing behind me filming. I can hear the dogs getting closer and closer to this logging road. The bear is going to be on top of us in a matter of seconds.
Hold what you got. Hold what you got. Yes, hold what you got. Get him. I don't want to hit the dogs.
I throw the gun up, put it right on the bear's skull. He's charging down at us, and all I see is dog tails in the background waving around. I erred on the side of caution and flicked the safety back on, and I look back at Colton, and he looked like John Candy on The Great Outdoors when he came in the door. Big bear chased me.
I could have shot. I just couldn't see if the dogs were near.
Anyway, after Colton changed his underwear, we proceeded to chase the bear down the next logging road. Now he had seen us or smelled us and was running in the exact opposite direction, so we had to circle way around and do another full-on wind sprint for a couple 100 yards to get in front of this daggone bear.
Big bear. Big bear, chase me.
Go to RedArrowTV.com to check out all our Red Arrow gear. Whether you're a patriot, a rocker, or you want to get to know some federal agents, check out all our Red Arrow gear at RedArrowTV.com. Red Arrow Weapons now got a 350 Legend, baby. You guys run out and check it out, man. Order yours today. This is the one right here, baby. This type of hunting is way more exciting than I can explain to you right now or even get across in a TV show. It is intense. There's a whole lot of just highs and lows of adrenaline, and it's about to happen. The bear turns around and you cut him off on this other road and you're about to get a shot, or you just barely, you're sprinting for everything you got, man. I mean, running till you feel like you're gonna puke, and you get there and you're trying to steady your breathing, and then the bear crosses just over the next hill. Or you're running down through the swamp, you know. At one point we're running, hoofing it, and just bear goes down through a swamp, and we're running through the swamp and just boom, bear up to your chest. It's absolutely intense, and you can't really fully understand it unless you experience it for yourself. Oh man, this bear hunting with dogs is something else, man. This hunt made me think of Alec Baldwin from The Edge when he said,
We can't kill the bear, Charles. He's always ahead of us. It's like he's reading our minds.
I was not prepared. I'm gonna bring my tracksuit and my Nikes tomorrow. Once we uprooted ourselves from the swamp, we hear over the radio that the bear is heading to this road that we might be able to get to if we can run fast enough. So we're hoofing it down this road, and I start catching glimpses of black.
Whoa! Yeah, nice man. Job, bro. Dude, that was awesome. Nice job, man. Woo! You still with me, Colton? You bet.
I smacked him, dude. I knew right away that I smoked this bear, and I was on cloud nine, dude. I was so excited. Mostly because I didn't have to run anymore.
Appreciate it, man. Woo! That was awesome, bro.
It took a while, but we got it.
We got it. Just had to build a little drama.
That's a good one, buddy.
When that bear first came out, I was so worried about killing the dog. You know what I mean? That's a good
job, buddy.
Woo! That was freaking awesome, man.
That's a horse.
This bear was an absolute giant. I knew it when I saw him coming through the woods, but he was an absolute monster.
That is a horse.
That's a big bear, Jack. Oh, man. What you say, bro?
Oh, man.
Holy cow, I ain't never done anything like that in my life. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, man.
Get one hey.
I told you it was big.
Appreciate it, dude. I know. God, job. Oh, my God. Good job, boys. Eat him up.
It's crazy.
Thomas. He got all kind of radios and everything.
Man, to get it all done, to see a team effort like that come together after several hours of trying to get this bear shot. I mean, this was a behemoth Virginia black bear. It could not have worked out better. You know, there was a lot of high fives and everything, but I have to give all the credit in this hunt and this amazing kill I was able to make to my man Bobby and the dogs and all the other guys that facilitated this hunt. You know, from Jeremy to Brian to White Boy and everybody that really did a lot of the work. I mean, I definitely got my exercise in and a little bit of trigger time, but these boys put in a lot of effort and they love it, man. I mean, you know, if you've never been dog hunting, I highly recommend it. It's addicting, it's exciting, especially, you know, this bear hunting with dogs is something I'm gonna do year after year now. I'm hooked, man.
I mean, a good one. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Was it everything you expected or it was way more, because I'm going to tell you, next time I'm bringing my track shoes and my Nikes or something, and we might have to bring our hip waders, that swamp we fell in earlier. Gosh, look at that, man.
These guys right here, they make it all seem easy.
Yeah, hey, that's a lot of work, man. For y'all, I mean, you know.
It's 365, 24/7, really.
Yeah.
Man, well, you put a good shot on it. Everybody sees a yellow radio.
That's chaos, right? That's not like a normal whitetail recovery because you think about it, you know, you smoke one with a bow, it's just you and your cameraman, you ease down in there and high five and everything. This is utter chaos, which is awesome. That's what makes it fun. Dogs all around you barking. So we were shouting at the camera. I'm sure y'all didn't hear us, but I'm talking about a different kind of adrenaline rush, man.
Right here in Central Virginia.
I know, man. Dude, I appreciate you inviting me.
Absolutely.
This has been awesome.
Well, it worked out good and couldn't have ended any better. Unless it was an hour and a half or 2 hours ago.
Right. Hey, man, we got to get footage.
Yeah, that's true.
It was like it was meant to be because we had 3 encounters with him before he actually got shot, which is kind of rare for the camera, you know what I mean? But we got down in that swamp and got all that action, and then he, you know, runs out like this.
Yeah.
But it was perfect, man. It worked out. Yeah, Brian and I met. He invited me to a dove hunt, man, and I live about an hour away. Came up to the dove hunt and just a bunch of great people. And he said, man, come on deer hunt, maybe bear hunt with us if you get home, you know. This year, it just so happened I had to stay home about a month longer than I thought I was going to. So, had some stuff going on, but you don't have to drive to Canada or fly to Canada, it turns out, to kill giant black bears.
That's right.
You can stay in Virginia.
Well, that's a great bunch of guys with some great dogs, and it makes for a wonderful experience. And,
it is.
It's really good to be a part of it.
That's 90% of it for me, man. If you're with a bunch of good dudes, it really doesn't matter how the hunting is, and when it's like this, it's even better. You know?
It's icing on the cake.
Absolutely.
A lot of icing.
All right, Brian, throw him on your shoulder, man. Let's get
out
out here.
Hey, to watch this.
Oh no, wait, no, look.
Thomas,
Thomas is here.
No.
Thomas, come grab this bear, son.
Come on in here.
Get over there.
I couldn't beat that up.
Is it?
Well, I tell you what, Bobby, we had this plan working for days. And
thank you, brother. I appreciate all y'all's hard work. That was awesome. Yeah, that was awesome.
That was well worth it to see that stuff.
Yeah. You know, everybody piled around and we're all high-fiving and, you know, getting to see the day end that way with that giant bear laying there is just amazing. So it was a big party after the bear kill, man. We had a good time, and just like I said, it's a team effort, and a big thanks goes to Bobby and all the guys. We couldn't have asked for a better hunt, and that's one that's going to go down in the history books. But I can tell you one thing, I'm addicted to bear hunting with hounds, and I will get one done with a bow next year. The bad news is you only get one Virginia bear tag, but the good news is I got 4 kids and a wife, and we're going to do all kinds of bear hunting next year. When the dust settled after this hunt, we couldn't wait to get this bear down to the scale. We went to this little local gas station that had a scale behind it, and this sucker weighed 550 pounds. That's a huge bear, man. In anybody's book, that's a great big old bear. And I just couldn't believe it worked out like that. Well, we hope y'all enjoyed seeing us chase some bears through the pines this week. Join us next week because we're down in the Lone Star State chasing all kinds of critters around. I'm going to kill the bear. Say it. What one man can do, another can do. What one man can do, another can do. Say it. What one man can do, another can do.